Hey everyone, I'm Frankie D. Cruz. Today we're talking about calories and are they really evil? Okay, and I know it's a silly title, but because we all know they're not evil. Alright? They are not evil, they're not out to get you, and they simply cannot be avoided. I mean, and they're not to be avoided either. Because you need food, alright? That's how you run. That's how you do anything, is you need energy, ergo you need to eat food, ergo you need calories. Alright? You need them. Period. End of discussion. But the thing is that the amount of calories you need are not so generic, right? I see this all the time. Oh, just eat like 2,000 calories a day, or oh, just eat like 1,700 calories a day. I don't believe in those generic recommendations because everyone is different. Everyone's different. You can go ahead and have two people be around the same height, okay, be different sizes, or even the same size, but they could go have different speeds of metabolism. You know, it just all depends. What do they do in their lives? Alright, it's totally different between each person. So let's talk about what calories are not. Calories are not pure fat on a stick. And I know because so many people seem to have this impression of, oh my goodness, if I eat so many calories, I'm just putting on nothing but a bunch of fat. But that's not really the case. Alright? They're just a number. But they're not just a number either, as we'll see as we go into this video. And they're not an accurate measurement either. I mean, if you look at food labels, alright, you'll think, alright, well, I mean, the food label says this, but food labels can be as much as 20% off. So that means, like, a meal that says it's only 100 calories can actually be 120 calories. Or it can be under. It can be only 80 calories. You don't know. It's not an accurate measurement, and you do not likely have the necessary equipment to really measure that sort of thing. Alright? Because, let's look at it this way. They're really just a way to portion your food. Alright? Because if they're not an accurate measurement, then they're really just a way to help you portion out your food, which is the way most people use them, using macros. Alright? But they are not the be-all, end-all. That is the important thing, is that they are not the be-all, end-all of everything. Alright? So, let us go ahead and... what is a calorie? It's a specific unit of measurement. That's all it is. That's all it is. It is a representation of energy. Sincerely, that's all a calorie is. Because they're neutral. They're not good. They're not bad by nature. They are neutral. They don't care, really. But now, that's not to say that they are not created equals. Because they aren't created equals. But they are neutral. Alright. So, real quick before we go onwards, I just want to go and give a quick PSA about food labels. Alright, because some food labels you read can be different. Some can use kilocalories and some can use joules. Alright, which I know can confuse a lot of people. So, let's go ahead and go over real quick. A kilocalorie is just a calorie. That's all. It's just a normal calorie that you would see on a US food label. But it is important to note that there is such thing as a small calorie and a big calorie. And what we measure food in usually is big calories. But a big calorie, or with a capital C, specifically a capital C, is really 1,000 tiny calories. But I mean, that's just some, unknown trivia and facts that you're probably never going to go ahead and use. All you need to know is that kilocalories, same thing as a normal calorie. And a joule, alright, now this is where things get a bit interesting, because a joule is just 4.18 times 1 calorie. Alright, so if you see something that's, if someone would be like 1 calorie, not likely, but if it would just be 4.18 calories. Alright, if it was in joules. And a kilojoule, same thing as a normal calorie. A kilojoule is just 1,000 joules. That's it. But, I mean, there you go. Now, if you ever see a food label, now you can go ahead and you can read it in case it's a little tiny bit different than what you're used to. So, we gotta go and look at this little bit of inconvenient reality we have here, because most people like to go on generic terms, and generic recommendations don't work for the majority of people. I mean, how many times do you see, oh, well, this is for, on all food labels in the US, at least, they all say, well, this is for diets of 2,000. Most people do not have even come close to like a 2,000 calorie diet, because most people are trying to eat under 2,000 calories. Alright? And then those who are, working out a lot, they're eating more than 2,000. So 2,000 doesn't really work. It does not really work. And as mentioned before, not all calories are created equal. Some, because you have to go by how nutritious is the food you're eating. Because if something is really calorically dense, but it also has a lot of nutrients into it. I'll take that over something that has a teeny tiny amount of calories but has no nutritional value at all. I'll make that trade. Alright, it's all about that ratio of calories to nutritional value. And here's the other thing, alright, is that you're also in a situation because it's the way your body works, the way your body adapts. You can eat a tiny amount of calories and you cannot change weight, alright? I've seen this all the time with so many different people where they say, I'm eating so little food, but I'm just not losing weight. And why is that? Well, that's just because of an inconvenient reality that, yes, if you get used to eating a certain amount of calories, you're just going to go ahead and stay the same weight. You got to change things up, but most people don't want to change things up. Alright? And unfortunately, most people are woefully uninformed about the way their metabolism works. Most people don't know or don't think about the way your body adapts to different things, or how you're supposed to go ahead and increase metabolism. People instead, they get tricked in this whole, oh my goodness, like this pseudoscience, and you got to take all these supplements. When it's not that, that's not going to help you at all. So, I want to look at a new outlook. Alright, here's how I want you to start trying to think of your food intake. Alright, your nutrition and training must be aligned. That is the number one goal and priority you have. Okay? Because if the way you eat and the way you train are at odds, you're not going to get anywhere. Alright, if you're trying to go ahead and lift big heavy weights and you're trying to go ahead and get lots of hypertrophy, but you're eating like a bird, alright, you're eating this teeny tiny amount of food, you're not going to build any muscle. All you're doing is just causing micro damage to your muscles with no way for them to repair themselves. And likewise, alright, if you're just going ahead and not doing any training, but you're eating a lot, well, obviously that means you're going to go ahead and you're going to gain a lot of unneeded weight. It works both ways, man. So, specify your training goal. That is the number one thing you have to do. You have to know what exactly are you training for, and then you have to eat to support that goal. Alright, so that means if you're going to go ahead and do a lot of like long stretches of endurance work, then okay, then that's when you would want to go ahead and say, eat something like a small snack, like in the middle of it, because guess what you need? Because if you're going to be working out for like another, I don't know, like 45 minutes or so, you're going to need, that blood sugar going through you, alright? And most importantly, use the zigzag principle that I talk about so much. If you don't know what that is, I have plenty of videos about it where I explain it all. Go ahead and go look for it. And if not here, then you can find it at all my other places like Instagram, LinkedIn, alright? My podcast. I'm everywhere. Alright, so I'm Frankie D. Cruz. I'll talk to you all next time.